You need to fucking know your place. You need to know your place. Your place is this. Okay? It's not this. It's this.
How self-reflective is Hasan on a scale of 1 to 10?
On a scale of 1 to 10?
1 being completely unreflective and 2 being, and 10 being completely self-reflective.
I'm going to say negative infinity squared.
Okay. I'm in the same. I'm just going to go 1 just to keep it on the scale.
Yeah, no, I'm negative infinity squared.
I've done more debates than you. I'm better at debates than you. I'm better at debates than most of the other people that you can compare me to, because debates are still pure rhetoric, okay? You need to fucking know your place. You need to know your place. Your place is this, okay? It's not this, it's this. You can stay in here and...
He's basically saying, shut the fuck up. I love that he does it with his hand gestures. So he's making the hand gesture talking. He's like, your place is not talking. Your place is shutting up.
You can imagine him saying this to like a girlfriend. Your place is in the kitchen, silent. Okay.
Why, just the whole idea behind, remember we did the stream on the Democratic Socialists of America and how they were so conscious of the progressive stack. It's like, we need to listen to more indigenous people. And here he is. He just banned someone who, for all intents and purposes, I mean, you would assume is trans. And he's going on a tirade telling that person, your place is to shut up, not to speak. We don't hear from your kind here, is basically what he's saying. It's
which is hilarious, because he's like, your place is to shut up and not to speak. What's the name of the group of people that person he just banned belonged to?
I'm not.
It's called the chat.
Oh yeah.
The name you use to define the group of people that he's referring to is a word that means to speak.
Yes, you're right. You're totally right. Yeah, the reason why people like to hang out in a community is so that they can all talk in the chat. People love talking. Yeah, exactly. I love talking in the chat.
Why it's called the fucking chat.
He's in the chat.
He's like, listen, chat. Your place is to not chat. Okay?
Yeah.
Your place is to listen.
Oh, yeah.
It's so funny.
It's so tribal, too. Like, banning them from the community. Like, I'm sure the guy's chatting with 6 or 7 guys in the chat now. He's like, no, you've been cut off. The king has taken you from the court.
The king has decreed.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? I mean, I feel like, look at this freeze frame of Hasan. Okay. Don't you feel deep in your gut that he's saying like, the age of consent is just an arbitrary social construct, guys.
Oh.
I mean, look, with that outfit, Hasan, come on. What are you doing here? What are we doing here with that outfit?
He definitely has like the human sexuality college professor vibe.
Yes. He looks like the creepy, like leftist, crunchy human sexuality professor who's trying to hit on a student. Did you
take human sexuality in college? Because human sexuality was a course that like everyone took and always talked about when I was in college.
Right.
And I never took it because all the things people talked about seemed like things that I wouldn't really want to sit through a class and have to talk about. So maybe that's just prudish me, but I wish that I would have taken that class, because it would be fascinating in the current environment. I wonder how that class plays out now.
Yeah, I would be curious to like
the compare and contrast. Yeah.
Right. I wish I had known, if I had seen the future, I would have taken all these woke classes when I went to college.
Yeah.
To see.
That's what I wonder. I wonder if it was like the nascent woke class from generations ago.
I'm sure, and it would be interesting because I'm sure back when I went to school, it was like pre-woke stuff, or like woke was still the glimmer in the corner of someone's eye. I'm sure like there are a lot of this woke stuff going on in classes, but it was probably they would speak about it more honestly and openly, especially in terms of like the Marxist roots and everything, because it wasn't mainstream
stigmatized.
Yeah, there wasn't this culture war going on.
Is this
can watch, but you're not.
is this
gonna be
still
able to
after
fuck-
the debate? This is
This
still
is the
after
next
debate.
day.
Oh, this is the next day. Holy shit!
can
Yeah.
write shit in the chat. Sorry. I would
Oh, he apologized, so it's all good.
quite literally rather have someone who is on the margins and is actually interested in learning, but might have transphobic points of view, rather than someone who's like, I'm a cat boy. I've been in here for 50 months. And I think like, you're not that good at debate, so you shouldn't have a transphobic person on. Like, no, fuck off.
Wasn't
Like,
even what they
literally,
said.
I would rather have 1,000,000 people that are willing to fucking learn and are actually here, much like the rest of normal society that have been like socially conditioned into feeling the ways that they do, than
Oh, he said the thing Vosh always says.
Right.
Socially conditioned.
Well, listen.
They really think that.
Yeah, they do. We're all blank slates, and we're socially conditioned to be straight patriarch women haters. But listen, the learning only goes one direction. Okay, you come to Hasan.
Yeah,
right.
He's the oracle.
He's the oracle. You come with an open mind to hear what he says. But if you say something that he hasn't thought before, that he doesn't like, well then fuck off, suck his dick.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no dialogue going on here.
No.
Okay.
There's
This
no
is
chatting
I'm
going on in the chat.
broadcasting. Yeah. So much of our streams are just you and I bouncing ideas off of one another.
Right.
I just I don't know. Like entertaining other people's ideas is, that's a huge part of learning. But Hasan here, I guess,
Well,
doesn't want to do that.
I think we have a benefit in that there's the two of us. We often, well, maybe not often, but we disagree frequently. And we'll have people on that we disagree with, but we're so friendly with frequently. Because it seems like what happens is, and I think the same thing happened to Vosh, is that when you have these streamers who just stop debating people, they don't talk to other people that disagree with them. They just kind of like fall into this lazy bubble and their thinking stagnates.
Yeah.
And then they become super brittle and super like triggered whenever like anyone dares criticize or contend with them to any degree.
Yeah. Sitch and I had a full-on fight over the Uyghur genocide on the super chat stream. Like Sitch was fucking visibly triggered.
You were spouting a bunch of bullshit talking points.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's Chinese propaganda.
I know.
I didn't expect it.
Sometimes I throw that shit out there just to like. No, I am. This is getting.
I actually felt bad for that the other day.
Did you? No, don't feel
I was
bad.
like, no, because this is what I felt bad about. I was like, I shouldn't have let Adam just go on and on and on and on and on. Like before I should have just like cut you off and been like, Adam, stop. This is not right. This is not accurate information that you're telling. Wouldn't you have preferred that?
No, it was fucking great. That was
Okay.
No, that was amazing. The huge fight, you getting totally triggered, it was fucking badass. I love it.
Okay.
Come on. I get triggered
Right.
like five times more, 10 times more I get triggered way more than you.
That's true.
So it's so
That's true.
great. Like there's one time I still remember to this day when you got totally triggered over Trump. It was like just a fucking, oh my God, you were
What
going
was the issue?
I can't even remember, but you went off on Trump for like 4, 8, 6, 16 minutes. I was like, he's unstoppable. I just
It's
was
probably
like taking
probably the Ukraine thing. That's the only thing I could think of. That
I'm
would get
not
me,
sure,
like,
but I was just
animated.
Like, I was just like getting out. I'm getting out of the way here. I felt like Sam Harris had stepped in the room. I was like, this is full TDS. Jesus Christ. But anyway, it's fun. And I know I was going to say, is this just me, or generally people like to understand themselves, or is that, maybe it's just me. Other people don't really think about themselves as a human being. Like they self-reflect on. I feel like I'm very much one of those people that's just in tune with the type of person that I am. And I know my strengths and weaknesses, and I feel like that makes me a better person, that I can I can point to them. One of my weaknesses is that I really like to tackle ideas that are super difficult. Like both sides of the problem have a good argument.
Right.
So
how's that a weakness?
Because you get in situations like when we're talking about the Uyghur genocide, and all of a sudden you're like,
Both sides
okay,
don't have a good argument. There's a good argument, and then there's lies.
Yes, I know, but that I'm saying that's why it's the weakness, because sometimes the one side can be just a terrible argument, but you're like,
I see.
The
weakness would be looking to assume that both sides of an argument have validity to it, because very often both sides do have good arguments. Very often in most situations, but you can't just assume that in all situations.
I know, yeah, no,
right.
That's why I'm categorizing it as a
I understand.
weakness. Yeah,
it's a nice humble brag. I liked it.
Sometimes you can. That's not a humble brag. What are you talking about?
I mean, Sitch, I don't understand. Like, some people just don't understand themselves so much to understand like what they don't know and how smart or stupid they are.
No,
I understand completely myself.
I'm not trying to humble brag here. I think a lot of people aren't really self-reflective.
I completely agree with you.
I mean, I know a lot of people aren't really self-reflective.
Sure.
Yeah. So
any number of like
self-reflective a good thing? I'm not sure
it can be. So. It's good to an extent, like all things. It's good to an extent, but you can overanalyze and then become paralyzed.
How self-reflective is Hasan on a scale of 1 to 10?
On a scale of 1 to 10?
1 being completely unreflective and 2 being, and 10 being completely self-reflective.
I'm going to say negative infinity squared.
Okay. I'm in the same. I'm just going to go 1 just to keep it on the scale.
Yeah, no, I'm negative infinity squared.
Okay. So you're saying that there is no scale. Yeah, see?
There's no scale that could capture the lack of self-awareness and self-reflection that Hasan engages.
Yeah. Ouch.
Woke, super fucking leftist debate lords. Straight up.
Oh, what's happening?
I've done more debates than you. I'm better at debates than you. I'm better at debates than most of the other people that you fucking compare me to, because debates are still pure rhetoric. Okay? That's it.
He stole that from Vosh.
As I like that. It was a combination of Anna and of Vosh. I'm better than you.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
He went full I'm better than you. And then also debates are just rhetoric, bro. And I'm good at rhetoric.
Not true, but
it's not even.
Yeah.
Hasan's rhetoric is basically suck my dick.
Which is terrible rhetoric. And
you want me to starve, Adam?
Yeah. Terrible, terrible rhetoric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not great.
Can be described as homophobic. Will be described as homophobic. Yeah.
Not very persuasive.
Yeah, not persuasive. Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah. There you go. You like...
Hi, you just listened to a clip from the Sitch and Adams show. If you like what you heard, you can listen to our live show right here on this channel on Sunday, starting at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. And if you want, you can super chat us. We read $20 and up super chats on the show, and then do a follow-up stream on the following Tuesday where we read the rest of the unread super chats and interact with fans of the show. Subscribe to this channel right here to listen to the live show or to listen to more of our awesome clips.